High-level basketball game tonight. Two good teams going at it. I thought both teams played well in a lot of areas. The crowd was awesome. I mean, you could feel it. Just Friday nights in Moby, another high-level Mountain West game. I thought for the most part, our team, I thought we showed a ton of resolve tonight. And again, we knew UNLV's playing great. They're a really good team. They're hard to handle. I thought offensively tonight we did get back to kind of being who we are. And I thought we made a couple of shots early, and then we went through a stretch where we just could not make an open shot. I thought we were getting good looks. I thought we were really moving the ball, cutting well. We just couldn't get anything to go. But we hung in there. And to their credit, I mean, they're a good team. I mean, they're making timely shots, but our guys hung in there. And finally, when we tied it up and we took the timeout, 3 minutes to go, finally, Pat drills one, then Isaiah makes one under the ball screen, and it just kind of, boom, that was it. And eventually we needed to make a couple shots. And I thought the other thing our guys did, we didn't turn them over at all in the first half. In the second half, we got a lot more active defensively. We were able to knock the ball loose several times. I thought we brought help a little bit earlier down the stretch to Boone in the post. He's a handful down there. Both of them are. And Denon Thomas is an electric player. So great win by our guys, great resolve. Again, great environment, high-level Mountain West game, and feel good about it.
You guys go down 10, and I think it's 3 or 4 straight possessions. They go straight to the paint. You guys go on a little run to kind of get back into it. What did you see from him, and was that kind of, willing you back into the game a bit?
Yeah, again, sometimes it was just, we called it our stick action. We just kind of tried to space the floor, and you feel like when Cartier is up there like that, even though he hadn't made a shot, you still have to account for that, and Joel was doing a great job cutting and being physical at the rim and just getting him in space. And again, he just made great decisions. Like always, it's not always scoring, it's just making the right play. And eventually, right, we knocked down some shots. But that was really, really good for us. But I thought the plays, too, Niko had a big block, down the stretch. I thought Josiah Strong's on-ball defense was terrific. We had some great off-ball cuts. Josiah's a great cutter, and he had another one, and he stopped, But so just great job by our guys down the stretch, of making the plays you have to make to win a game like this.
When you have both Pat and Rashawn get in early foul trouble, just how much does that kind of affect what you guys want to do and kind of affect your guys' flow and rhythm?
Well, it does. I mean, that stuff happens. I think especially kind of against their guys, against, their physicality in the paint. And when those guys got into foul trouble, we had to go smaller a lot. But we were able to survive it. I thought Pat was really good, early defensively. And that third foul I thought really hurt us because, we were playing well with him in the game. And when he had to go to the bench with his third, that hurt us. And Nate Clifford was playing great too. And so, but we were able to survive it. And when those guys got back in the game, I thought they made a huge difference.
It seems like Joel has been really aggressive this week. He had kind of a stretch there where offensively, maybe just kind of a cold stretch. Have you seen some of that confidence kind of come back?
Yeah, and I think, one of the things I encouraged the guys yesterday and we talked about is, you got to, whenever you're feeling, you're up against it, you're in a battle, you're you got to leverage your strengths, right? You got to rely on what are the things, the unique things that you do well. And Joel Scott's he's a terrific athlete. He's tough. He's a great cutter. He's a great slasher. And I thought that's what he did tonight, right? He did the things that he does at a high level. And then he got himself going, right? I mean, he was huge in the second half. And you guys know, you followed us all year. He's been a huge part of what we're doing. And, yeah, every player's and stuff, you go through stretches. But I thought the last two games, particularly tonight, him, and in the second half, that's the guy we've seen all year.
Defensively, I thought you guys played fantastic in the paint tonight. How are you able to have so much success against a big team like UNLV?
You just really swarming to the ball, being connected. Again, they're hard to handle. I mean, they got shooters, they got an elite post player, guys who can put the ball on the floor. But I thought we did a really good job, better in the second half of trying to swarm to the ball, make them make tough shots. And I thought, I don't know what the rebounding efficiency numbers will show tomorrow, but I thought we did a decent job on the glass. And where they're hard to handle is those second jumps, right? So they miss a shot in the rim, and a guy like Boone's going back up to get his own miss. that's hard, when a guy's long and athletic like that. But I thought when they missed, I thought we did a pretty good job of, getting bodies, grabbing the ball. That's what they do well. They're an elite offensive rebounding team, and although they got some, I thought for the most part our guys did a good job there.
At halftime, how much of an emphasis did you put on getting to the post more, getting to the free throw line more, and kind of letting your offense open up because of that?
I mean, I just think, just because we weren't scoring or making shots, I thought we were doing some good things. I thought we were able to get the ball to the paint, get them in rotation and move it. We were able to get good shots. So we didn't really talk about much other than staying with it, maybe playing off at 2 feet in the paint. We talked a lot about, getting back to cutting off the ball. I thought you get them in rotation and they're staring at the ball. Our guy thought our guys did a great job of that, not just standing and watching, but cutting off the ball and just continuing to be aggressive that way. And we were able to do that. And what did it end up here tonight? I mean, both teams scored in the lane, but it clearly got better for us in the second half.
What's a big player like Bamba bring off the bench?
He's been really good. Again, against Colorado and Creighton this year with Cartier out, he was a monster. He was great against Loyola Marymount. He was great against New Mexico. Freshman, right? You're learning sometimes. He's gotten foul trouble, right away, early in the game. Tonight, fouled right away, got an offensive foul, got sped up, and he just struggled to get into a rhythm because of fouls. But he'll learn from it. He's a competitive kid. I think he's going to be a terrific player. He's already had a huge impact on our team this year, but sometimes that's what happens to freshmen.
What can you learn about this team in this past week in terms of not leading for very long during games, but finding a way to pull it out towards the end?
I mean, if you're going to have success, listen, I tell people, guys, this is going to be like this the rest of the year. So we think it's going to be like this the rest of the year. These close games that are going to come down to the last 4 or 5 minutes. We've got some guys who are battle tested. I think we did that with our non-conference schedule. We've got guys who've been through the wars before, and I think they embrace it. And these last 2 wins were huge for us. And did we have our fastball all the time? No, but sometimes you don't control that, and you got to find ways to win, and we did. And tonight was a great win for us. I mean, that was a big time resolve win, and I think we can take a lot from that and get back to the practice floor, and then we go to Reno next Wednesday, and we're going to come out swinging.
You talked about Isaiah playing at his own pace, but Niko 7 of 8 from the floor, 21 points, 7 boards. He hit some really hard shots too. I guess I'm just complimenting him at this point. But
Yeah.
what can you say about him?
I mean, he is, it's funny, like, one of his unique strengths is, and we talked about it last night, where Joe and his teammate, he'll throw it in the third row, and it's like, okay, move on, next one. And I'm laughing, I'm saying that as a compliment, where he just has that mental ability to emotionally get over good and bad things and just make the next play. Not everybody has that, right? Like, you can get caught up. He just has that ability, that confidence, and just ability to just go to the next play. And I mean, he's just been massive for us, and I'm so happy to see him having the success, the buy-in that he's had right away. And again, yeah, his shot making tonight was terrific. But man, the play of the game might have been the block. I mean, the play of the game might have been him coming over from the weak side and blocking. That was going to be a layup, right? And he blocked it, and that was a difference maker. Thanks.